This company is here answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call is 270-9933. And Linda, you're just saying the lack of snow kind of means you can be doing some stuff outside right now.
Surprisingly enough, yes, if there were some things that you didn't get done. Well, it'd be difficult to plant bulbs yet, but if you had tulip bulbs and it was on the south side, you probably could. Or if you have perennials that are sensitive. And without the snow cover, see, snow really insulates things. So you could put down mulch yet, and it wouldn't be a problem.
That's crazy. And you've got some beautiful flowers out in front of you today.
Yes, I did bring out an array of from poinsettia all the way to, we were talking about phalaenopsis a few shows ago. This is the orchid that is commonly available in white and different pinks and things. Very easy to grow, blooms for a long time. Really easy plant to use.
All right, well, we've got some callers. First, we've got Mike in DeForest. Mike, what's your question?
Hello?
Hi.
What's your question, Mike?
Okay, yeah, I have a mini rose bush that I had planted in a pot outside, and I was wondering to transplant that into the ground, if I should wait till next spring after I trip off all the buds, or if I should try to plant it out there now yet. It's semi-dormant now.
Okay, semi-dormant. Has it been inside?
It's been outside all summer.
Okay, so if it's been outside and is still outside, you could actually put that in the ground, take it out of the pot, and plant it. You'd have to chip through that top layer of frozen soil, and then mulch that with some material, because if it wasn't dormant, I would say keep it inside as a house plant. But as long as it's been outside, get it in the ground. It'll survive better.
All right, our next question is Sue in Belleville. Sue, what's your question?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Sue. What's your question?
Yeah, I have some boxwood bushes, and I'm wondering, they're about 3 years old, and I haven't trimmed them at all. Do you trim them now, or?
Well, Sue, I would, because boxwood keep their leaves through the winter, I wouldn't prune them very hard right now, just because I don't know what kind of weather we're going to have. We could go from this nice warm weather to a really cold snap, and that would be hard on them. So I would probably wait until March to do some pruning on them.
Okay, and can you replant them in March also?
You can, if the soil, it depends upon how much snow we have, but if the soil, the snow is melted and the soil is thawed, you could move it then. You could wait till April also.
All right, and I think that's our last caller there, but I think this is kind of one of the time of year people are kind of wondering what they can do, right? Because it's kind of colder. Obviously, the lack of snow definitely has an impact.
Yes, it could. It depends upon how we go from these warm temperatures where things have gotten, they're coming out of dormancy, unfortunately. It's been that warm. So if we slowly get nice and cool gradually, it won't be a problem. If we go to 30 below or something crazy like that, that would be harmful, but unlikely. Chris will tell us.
I know one of the more popular ones, obviously we've got a lot of them here in the studio, is the poinsettias, especially for Christmas.
Yes, and I think that one of the things about that plant is make sure that you keep it evenly moist. You don't want it sitting in water, but you don't want that plant to dry out and wilt, because they drop a lot of their panicles. What people think of as leaves, they can drop if it gets too dry.
Is it too early to start thinking about spring, about what you can kind of do, or is that something you kind of wait on?
Well, I think that some people plan their vegetable gardens, even starting at this time of the year, because we will be getting seeds in come the time in January, typically with Garden Expo. We'll have a lot of seeds that you can choose from, but you can start to lay that out, decide what you're going to do. Probably you aren't going to be working outside doing anything with that yet.
All right, and I think we have one more question here. Okay. We've got Mike in Portage. Mike, what's your question?
I got a bunch of trees around my garden, box elder, locusts and stuff, and I heard that if you cut them off now, that there's something you can put on the stumps that'll kill them, but they won't come back. There's so many of them, I don't want to stump them or nothing. I just want to cut them off. If I could treat them and they'd die, they'd be fine, and light would get to my garden.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll hang up.
Okay, box elder, well, the material that you're talking about is a type of brush killer. So when you cut off the box elder close to the ground, you immediately want to paint that with this brush killer material that will then be translocated down. Now, you want to do this when it's at least probably 40, like today would be good. When it drops into the 30s, I don't know how well that material moves, because it would have been better to do that probably in November or December.
All right.
But I think it probably would have some effectiveness yet.
All right, well, that's our time for now. If you're on the line, Linda will answer those questions here in a bit, but Chris is going to give us a final check of that forecast.
Plenty of sunshine today,